Welcome my dear friends to my YouTube channel, myself Dr. Prasanth. You are facing some difficulties to learn about computerized accounting. It is very important part of our CUET and many other competitive exams. Now the problem is solved. Kindly show me your patience to watch the entire video. It includes all the modules and the important items and concepts related to the modules. Detailed and summarized notes are there. Very important points only covered, and you can gain 50 different competitive type questions and answers. Welcome to my video. First of all, the chapter, it is related to the overview of computerized accounting system. You know very well, computerized accounting system, it integrates computer and the normal or manual accounting procedures. The features include simple and integrated on, transparency is there, accuracy and speed is there, scalability is possible, reliability is possible. Kindly keep in mind the features. Then the components of our computerized accounting system include procedure, data, people, hardware, software. Some questions will include journal, ledger like that, but you please remember procedure, data, people, hardware, software. Procedure includes the different sequence of steps. Data includes the raw data, the facts, figures. People means those who are using, the human beings. Hardware, the physical parts. Software includes all the programs. So always remember these parts of, or the elements, we can say elements of computerized accounting system. The accounting cycle, kindly note the steps in accounting process. First of all, recording of transactions in journal, posting journal to ledger, preparation of trial balance, passing adjustment entries, preparation of adjusted trial balance, passing closing entries, then preparation of final statements, financial statements. What are they? Trading profit and loss account and a balance sheet. Grouping of accounts as per computerized accounting system, 5 groups are there. Asset, which includes fixed asset and current asset. Liability, which includes secured loan, unsecured loan, creditors, provision. Capital includes share capital, reserve and surplus. Revenue includes sales and other incomes. Expense includes raw material consumed, salary and wages, manufacturing expense, and administrative expense. And it is the classification based on the accounting equation. Asset is equal to liability plus capital plus revenue minus expense. Very important area, codification of accounts. What is code? Codification refers to the process of allotting codes to each account. Mainly 3 categories are there: sequential code, block code and mnemonic code. Sequential code, you can take the example when we are arranging using numbers and letters. Block code includes we are using numbers of range only. Mnemonic code includes the code what we are developing using mnemonics in the form of abbreviations. And the key features of computerized accounting system include we are providing password security, data audit is there, data vault is there. What is data audit? This feature enables to know to who and what changes have been made by the parties who are using the computer in the original data. Data vault means we are able to save data in encrypted form to ensure its security. Encrypted means using some codes we can encrypt or process the data. Merits of computerized accounting system include timely generation of reports, saves time and money, confidentiality of data is maintained, automated document preparation is there, and transparency and reliability of information also there. When we check the demerits of computerized accounting system, it includes danger of hackers and stealing of data, problems with the technology, non-availability of skilled personnel, chance of data loss due to various reasons, huge training cost of employees required. This is very important, a part of computerized accounting system. Accounting information system, that is a part of computerized accounting system. We will go through all in detail. Kindly note all these subsystems. It includes subsystem like cash and bank system. Actually, it is dealing with the receipt and payment of cash. Sales and account receivable subsystem. It deals with the recording of sales, maintaining of sales ledger and managing receivables. Inventory subsystem. It generates the inventory position and valuation report. Purchase and account payable subsystem. It deals with recording of purchase and managing payables. Payroll accounting system. It deals with the payment of wages and salary to the employees. Fixed asset accounting subsystem. It deals with the recording of purchase, addition, deletions, depreciation, book value, etc. relating to our fixed tangible asset. Tax accounting subsystem. It deals with the compliance requirement of various type of taxes to be paid by the firm. Final account subsystem. It deals with the preparation of profit and loss account, balance sheet, etc. Costing subsystem. It is related to recording of cost of material, labor and other expenses. Budget subsystem, you know very well, it deals with the preparation of budgets for the coming financial year. So, moving to the important area, spreadsheet. You know very well what is spreadsheet. It is a computer application which is available in different format, Google, in Microsoft Excel, LibreOffice Calc, like that. So, important thing, open office software, it is LibreOffice Calc, which is used for calculation purpose only. So, this is a window showing the rows, columns, cells, ranges, and these are the operations used in spreadsheet: opening, closing, saving, save as, export, export as PDF, properties, lot of settings are there. Then this is a small window. Default window includes in traditional it is 3 pages, 3 worksheets, where we can insert a new worksheet using that plus symbol. We can delete also, we can rename the worksheets. Then type of worksheet data includes what are the data we are entering the form of values, labels, formula. We are using that formats for entering data. Then the mathematical operations include lot of operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percent, exponential, then equal to, greater than, less than, like that lot of operations are there. These are the concepts related to the functions. Different functions available in the spreadsheet for calculation purpose. 7 different categories are there. First one, date and time function. Today, that will return the current computer system date in the cell. Now, it returns the current system date and time. Year, it returns the year from the date or date value given in the bracket. So, we are using syntax. Syntax means that code we are using in a cell for getting the output result. So, syntax is attached with every functions. Month, you know very well, month function that will return the month of a given date, and day it will return the integer value of a given date. Then date value, that also returns the base date with the date value. So, that all are the date function, day and date function. Then statistical function include count. That function we can use for count the number of cells in a range that contain number values, numbers only. Count A used for number of cells in a range that contain any value including text. Count blank helps to find out the number of empty cells in a given range. Count if the number of cells in a given range that meets a given criteria. Logical function is the third category that are used to compare two values or statements. If is the one function that is used to test whether a condition is true or false. Nested if is used to check multiple conditions are to be tested. Then AND function is used to determine whether the output will be true or false, and OR, that function is used to compare two statements, and it returns true if any agreement is true and returns false if all agreements are false. Mathematical functions include sum. This function is used to get total numbers in a cell or range of cells, and sum if, this function will add only those values in a particular range which satisfies the given criteria. So, kindly go through that syntax also. Round, this function rounds a number of a number to a certain number of decimal places. A round up, it rounds number upward without considering the values connected to the rounding digit. Then round down means it rounds a number downward without considering the value next to the rounding digit. Text functions include creating, modifying the data entered in the cells. Texter that converts a number into text according to a user given format. Concatenant, this function combines several text strings of different cells into one string. Spreadsheet functions include lookup. It is used for searching certain values from a particular table. Remember, for searching certain values. Lookup. Vertical lookup is the expansion. It searches the first column of a block of data and return the value from another column. Then hookup stands for horizontal lookup. Searches for a value in the row and arrays and return the value in a row of the array in the same column. And financial functions related to commerce. ACCRINT. ACCRINT means accrued interest. Accrued interest we can calculate using this syntax, and we have to use the issue, first interest, settlement rate, face value, frequency basis, all that codes. A rate, financial function which helps to calculate the rate of interest on a loan. Then PMT, that is used to calculate the cumulative interest on loan or investment. PMT, it is used to calculate the payment which has to be made periodically for a loan or investment. Future value, the function helps to calculate the future values of an investment based on a constant interest rate. So all that things you please remember. Net present value also used to find out expected cash flow minus the cost of investment. What is data entry? Data can be entered into the cells using different formats or keyboard. Data entered using keyboard through data fill up option, importing data from other softwares. Data validation means what? This feature imposes restrictions on the type of data entered into a cell. Conditional formatting is very important. You know very well, we can get output after creating cells in a particular conditionally formatted cells. So conditional formatting changes the appearance of a cell range based on the condition or criteria, and we will get the output based on the criteria. Data tables, only two type of tables are there, one variable table and two variable data table. One variable data table helps to get multiple results by changing any one of the variables, and two variable data table is a data table with the two variables and a single result. What is pivot table? Please remember, it is one of the important tool for comparing and analyzing large amount of data. And these are the common errors happening in the spreadsheets. Kindly remember, first one, it happens when a column is not wide enough to display the content. Second one, it occurs when we try to divide a number by 0. And the third, a name error, this happens when calc cannot recognize the text in a formula. And fourth one, this is shown when a formula referred to a cell is not valid. And the fifth type of error is occurring when a wrong argument is given in a formula. And number error, that is occurring when calculation resulted in an overflow of the defined value range. So that's all about that chapter. Then mainly three purposes are there for the use of spreadsheets in business application. One, it is payroll accounting. You know very well, already we discussed, payroll accounting is related to payment of salary to the employees. So we have to consider an equation by taking the following points: basic pay, dearness allowance, dearness pay, house rent allowance, transportation allowance, other earnings. And we have to do some deductions also, like provisional tax, tax deducted at source, provident fund, loan installments, other deductions like gross pay and net pay. Then asset accounting, you know very well, What is that? Two type of methods already you have learned: straight line method or fixed installment method, and diminishing balance method or written down value method. And here SLN is the short form used for straight line method, and DB is the short form used for diminishing balance method. And the third use is loan payment schedule, and it is a complete table showing the periodic repayment of loan amount. That also recorded using the function PMT. You know very well regarding the spreadsheets and computerized accounting. Very quickly we can create lot of different forms of charts, graphs to show the depthness in simple format of diagrams. So graph, it is a diagram showing the relation between variables. Chart, it is a graphical representation of data in a worksheet. Different types of charts are there: column chart, bar chart, pie chart, duffnut chart or donut charts, line charts. So this is the common elements in a chart: chart area, plot area, chart floor, chart main title, chart subtitle, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, axis titles, data points, data series, and legend. You have to remember what is legend also. So using chart type option, we can make a lot of changes in the chart and the graph category also. Moving to the last area of our computerized accounting, it is the database management system. You know very well, very important area. What is database? It is an organized collection of data, and the database management system means what? Software application what we are using for creating and maintaining a strong database. A relational database means in which the data is stored in multiple tables. And you know very well what is entity. Anything in the real world with independent existence is called entity. Business entity concept you have to remember. Attributes showing the key features of any element or any entity. Field means a column of the table, and it is used to record. Record means what we are using for recording information. A row of the table is called record, and a primary key or identifier, the field which uniquely identifies the record in a table. These are the symbols we are using for showing the different attributes: entity, relationship, attributes, weak entity relationship, multi-valued attribute, key attributes. Please remember what are the different components of database: tables, queries, forms, reports. Tables used to store data in the database. Queries used to manipulate the data in the database. Forms always allowing the user to input, retrieve, and update the data. Reports used to present the information stored in the database in the required format. So using different options, we can create tables. We can create the table using design view, and also using the different wizard view also. So the table will include field name, field type, different field properties are there, and you have to remember the different data types. What are the different data types we can use for rendering data? Text, the number, decimal, integer, small integer, float, real, double, text, varchar. So yes or no, date, time, all these are the different field types available in the Excel sheets. So primary key setting is very important because it is entering all the field in the table. Creating forms also very easy using two different views, two different ways also, design view and wizard view. And creating queries also from the option, it is very easy. Both the same methods we can use. Query using design view, wizard view, and SQL view. Creating reports also very easy. Very quickly we can create the output of different data entered. Then types of reports include static reports and dynamic reports. Using that reports menu, we can create the reports also. So that are all about the theoretical parts. What are the questions we can expect? Around 50 questions and answers are there in the MCQ form. First question: which of the following is a feature of computerized accounting system? Transparency is the answer. Which is not a component of CAS? Furniture is the answer. In accounting, grouping of account is based on accounting equation. Codification using alphabets or abbreviation is called mnemonic codes. Which of the following ensures data security by encrypting it? data vault, which is not a merit of computerized accounting system, risk-free, which subsystem deals with managing receivables, sales subsystem, which software is a spreadsheet application, spreadsheet, LibreOffice Calc. The horizontal lines in a spreadsheet are rows and vertical lines are columns. The intersection of rows and columns is called cell. The range in a spreadsheet is specified using colon, semicolon is not the answer, only colon. Naming a range can be done from the insert menu, names defined. Which symbol is used for absolute cell reference? Dollar symbol, C is the answer. Which operator is used for multiplication in spreadsheet formulas? A is the answer. Which function gives the current system date? Today, C is the answer. Count function counts cell with the numbers, C is the answer. The count all no empty cells we use, count A. Which function checks multiple conditions? Answer C. And what is the syntax of the sum function? First one is the answer, sum equal to sum, the bracket will be open and we will scroll the selected area and we will close the bracket and we will press the enter button. Which function rounds a number upward? Round up. Which function combines text from different cells? Concatenate. And lookup stands for vertical lookup. The function calculates accrued interest, ACCRINT, accurate. Which function is used to calculate monthly installments? PFT. NPV stands for net present value. Which feature restricts invalid data entry? Data validation. Which feature highlights data based on specific condition? Conditional formatting. Which is not a type of data table? 3 variable. We have only 1 variable and 2 variable. Pivot table is used for analyzing the data. Which error occurs when a number is divided by 0? The C is the answer. Gross pay formula. Basic pay plus dearness allowance, your home rent allowance plus traveling allowance plus other allowances. SLN function is used to calculate depreciation using straight line method. DB function is related to reducing balance method, second method. Pie charts are useful to show percentages. GNU Kata is developed by Digital Freedom Foundation, one of the important software for which is equal to Tally. GNU Kata is based on double entry system. Which view shows margins and the rulers? Page layout is the menu. When navigating in a workbook, which command is used to move to the beginning of the current row? Home, that is the button. Which function results can be displayed in a auto calculate sum and average? A is the answer. Which cell alignment is assigned to most values by default? Right is the answer, always right side alignment. Which step completes an entry and moves the pointer to the cell to the right? That is pressing tab. Then how many blank worksheets are shown when a new workbook is created? Nowadays the modern software is only 1, or traditionally before 2010 it is 3. When extend selection is active, and what is the keyboard shortcut for selecting all data up to and including the last row? Control plus down arrow. Database is an organized collection of data. It is not an unorganized collection, but it is organized collection of data. A relational database stores data in multiple tables. Which field uniquely identifies a record? Primary key is the key. Then which is not a field type? Chart is not a field type, others are field type. Number, text, date or time. Query in LibreOffice base is used for manipulating data. Form in LibreOffice bases are mainly used for input, retrieve and update data. Which report type change over time? Dynamic reports only changing over time. So my dear friends, thank you for watching the entire video, and kindly share this video with your friends. Will get maximum benefit in the area computerized accounting. Only one video with all chapters. No other videos are available in YouTube. Thank you so much. All the very best.